Alright, so today we're going to be ranking all 14 DCEU films, so let's get started. Coming in 14th place is going to be 2016 Suicide Squad. Now, this is a movie that I just do not enjoy. The story is by the numbers and bland. A lot of the characters are very forgettable, and you just don't care what happens to them. Overall, not a good movie. Next up, in 13th place, is going to be Black Adam. Now, I thought this movie had a few notable performances, particularly from Pierce Brosnan and The Rock, but some of the performances were not good, and a lot of these characters weren't developed enough for you to really know who they are or care about them at all. Overall, not a very good movie. 12 is going to be 2017's Justice League, or Justice League, if you will. This is a movie that I don't think is too far off from the Snyder Cut, not as much as people say at least, but it does have a lot of pacing issues. The characters are not developed, it rushes through its story, and some of the CGI work is not good. Next up in 11th place is going to be Birds of Prey. I enjoy this movie well enough. It's just very forgettable, and we don't really need it as part of the DCEU. But Margot Robbie delivers a terrific performance, and Ewan McGregor shines as Black Mask. In 10th is Aquaman, which is an enjoyable film enough. My biggest issue is that it shares a lot of similarities with Black Panther, and they actually came out the same year. And Black Panther was just a better movie. Aquaman kind of gets lost in its middle section, but Jason Momoa delivers a stellar performance. In 9th, we have Shazam! Fury of the Gods. It's a enjoyable film, kind of fun family adventure. It comes across a little hokey in moments, and the stakes don't seem really that high. In 8th place is going to be Wonder Woman. I know I'm probably going to get a lot of pushback for this. I just do not enjoy this movie as most people do. I really don't enjoy the third act, and the villains are all forgettable. Gal Gadot was born to play Wonder Woman, though. Right above Wonder Woman in 7th place, I've got Wonder Woman 1984. This one I thought improved upon the villains. Pedro Pascal and Kristen Wiig were great, and I really enjoy the 80s theme and aesthetic. In 6th place, I've got Shazam. Now, I've always been a huge fan of this character. I love the comediness of this movie with the kid trying to maintain his high school balance while also trying to discover these newfound superpowers, and Zachary Levi just kills it in the role. In 5th place, I've got Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice, and now I know that this has so many writing issues and pacing problems, and a lot of things just do not work about it, but overall, I thought it delivered on the Batman vs. Superman action of it, and the Ultimate Edition was a much better improvement. In 4th, Zack Snyder's Justice League. I'm not just a huge fan of this movie, like most people seem to think it's like the greatest DC movie of all time, but it is an improvement over the 2017 edition. The story's more drawn out, we get more time with the characters. The runtime is a little lengthy, though. In 3rd place, we've got DC's latest movie, The Flash. I loved this film. It was so cool to see Michael Keaton come back as Batman. Ezra Miller was great in dual roles, and Sasha Calle, who I've never even heard of until this, was great as Supergirl. The story was emotional and gripping, and you just really love these characters, and you really feel that watching this movie. In 2nd, I've got 2021's The Suicide Squad. Much better improvement over the first movie. Hilarious. Completely subverts your expectations for what a superhero movie can be. James Gunn is just great with everything he touches, and it was just an enjoyable film. You love the characters. You feel like you really get to know them despite them being just no names, and this is the first time you met them, really. But just a great, emotional, good story. But in 1st place, I've got to give it to the one that started it all, Man of Steel. I just think this is a really just beautiful origin story, and I know a lot of people didn't like the tweakings that they did with some of his origin, but it's not really something that just bothered me a whole lot. I think the visuals are really striking, and the cast was great with Michael Shannon just killing it as General Zod, and Henry Cavill, who was really born to play Superman. Thanks for checking out this video today. Please drop a comment down below and let me know what your ranking is. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Shout out to Sean Chandler for the inspiration. Thank you very much.